Mic check 1 2 1 2.
My sweet waifu.
Is that you?
One way or another.
Mic check. Mic check. Waifu. Montel, is that you?
Hey, go.
It's a birthday. We're
Right.
gonna party like it's welcome to the 52nd episode of Mic Check Waifu. A very special episode. This is our 1 year anniversary. We've been doing this thing for 1 freaking year. It don't feel like it. It definitely feels like it's been like 2 weeks. No.
We just started this, boy.
It seemed like we just started, man. It's incredible. Thank you to everybody that has been supporting us from day one. I do want to give a special shout out before we get into any of the pleasantries to Rob J for supporting us on Patreon, the new Patreon. Thank you so much, bro. That means a lot. And we also got somebody that just joined the fold. He hit us up on Twitter and sent me a DM saying, just started listening to you guys' podcast and it's dope. Even though you guys spoiled Julia's death for me on Black Clover. Keep up the good work on the podcast. Also, shout out to you guys for putting me on to Verve. That shit is way better than Crunchyroll. And you could just download stuff and watch it on offline, which is incredible. Verve is definitely dope. And that came from, I'm going to shout out his Twitter handle right now. That came from Jay Shakoor. So JSHAKOOR 22. Jay Shakoor 22. Thank you so much for listening to us, bro. He said he started from episode 1 and worked his way up.
Can I say something about Verve real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
I've been using Verve since before I moved to Florida 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Verve is low-key clutch.
It's so
Like, not to even mention the fact that they added Nickelodeon and all that.
Yeah, Nicktoons.
It's clutch.
Verve is wonderful. Make sure y'all pay for anime. That's how we get.
Right.
That's how we get more anime, basically. Anyway, this episode is brought to you by Lube Complex. Make sure y'all go to lubecomplex.com and use that offer code Waifu. And also, it's brought to you by our Patreon producers, Monique Williams, Connor, and D Prince. Thank y'all so much for producing the episode. A couple of them have been producing it since day one. So shout out to y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for that. And shout out to all of our Patreons and our patrons in general. Cause like without y'all, it'll be a lot harder to do this. And that means a lot. We do plan on doing something special. So keep a lookout for that. And make sure you guys, if you do follow the Patreon, take a look at the post on what you guys want us to review next. Because that's how we're going to start doing our reviews in this new year for us. So shout out to Rob J for giving us our first next show to review in the next couple of weeks. And that's Bungo Stray Dogs.
Hey,
I can't wait.
First of all, that's going to be great. I'm so hyped for that.
Straight up. That's Bungo is a great one. So that's going to be a good one. But this episode, we got a lot of special stuff going on. We've never given our top 10 anime during our entire time of doing this podcast for the full year. We gave our top 5 in episode 1, which was dope. Mm-hmm. Now it's time to give our full top 10 list. And our top 5 has changed. Well, your top 5 has changed. So
my top 5 has changed.
Mine's changed slightly, but it's not too
You've
bad.
always hinted at your one individual change.
Yep.
But my top 5 changed. My top 10 changed.
Wow.
And I never shared my top 10,
right?
But it did change. So yeah.
Here we go. Also, on the second half of the show, we're gonna do our top 5 waifus. That's gonna be fun.
The most important part.
Absolutely. It's called Mic Check Waifu, and we never gave our top 5 waifus.
That's why we had the 1 year anniversary, so y'all could actually like. You could savor this moment. This is what it's here for. This is why you're here.
Preach it, brother. Preach it. The waifu is going to be a good one. Actually, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. You know how during the break we do our recommendations? I'm going to say our top 5 waifus are going to be our recommendations.
Boom.
Let's do that. Because I got the list of shows that obviously the waifus come from. So Those are gonna be the ones we recommend, so y'all can fall in love with them just like we have. So before we get into that, bro, let's just talk some general anime real quick before we get into the top 10, because I got some stuff I want to talk about. Well, I got one thing I want to talk about. Why is Food Wars so good?
You said what? What you say?
Why is Food Wars so good?
One more time, because three's the charm. Like,
Food Wars is so fucking good, dude.
Let's go. That's what I'm looking
It's so
for right
good.
there.
The best shonen main character of all shonen. Straight up. Straight up. Soma is the best shonen character in anime. The music, I love the fucking music. Every time some shit is about to happen. I'm only on season 3. Like, I barely got into season 3, but I got to season 3 where what's her name's father is taking over the school. So shit getting real. But I don't. It's like they fixed it. Everything came together in season 3. They fixed all the troubles I had with it at the beginning in season 1 and 2. And they fixed it. It's wonderful, man.
It's so hard to comment on that, because like I was actually enthralled with the show from the beginning. So like I felt like,
okay, so let me clear that up. It wasn't that I wasn't enthralled with it. It just had issues that I couldn't vibe with.
And I agree with that, because my first time watching it through, I was like so in the zone that I didn't care anything about any issues. Yeah. Second time watching it, I was kind of like, okay, there's some stupid stuff here. But by the time you get to like the end of season 2, season 3 area, it's like, yo,
it's a whole new
world. The whole show just turned, and you just like, I love this turn. Like, I love everything. And it's still the same thing in terms of like what the show is, but the formula changes a bit.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's what makes it was already kind of like dynamic in some areas, but now it's like more story dynamic.
It's so special. And the story dynamics of it is, I think, the best part, alongside like the main character not being who main characters are in your typical shonen. And your Dragon Ball Z's, your One Pieces, your My Heroes. Well, My Hero not so much, because he's kind of like a Soma too, but I still like Soma better than Deku, to be honest.
What Soma does better than Deku is that I think Soma takes the L's, like, because Soma lost.
Oh yeah.
A very specific loss, right? But he grew from that so much more.
Every loss
I feel like
grows.
Deku's ever taken any kind of L.
Yeah, facts, dude. Soma takes it in stride. He learns from it. He grows from it, and not only does he grow from it, it also don't take away his confidence that he has. He still has that I guess that suave about him. Yeah. Like it's so fucking cool when he whips the fucking bandana on and ties it around his head. That's some of the coolest shit ever, man.
I think here's the issue that we probably had with Soma from season 1 to 2 is that he didn't really have any real character development until the end of season 2. And the reason he didn't have that character development is because he was always like, he had already trained with like one of the best chefs in the world, his dad.
Right.
And everything he did was just him pulling like shit out of his bag that he already had. He was already really good at it. So to us, it was like, yo, he's great like as a character, but we didn't get to see actual development in him in terms of like what his actual goal was.
True that.
Until he got that breakdown that like, I'm the shit, but I'm not really like where I am. Like I'm not where I want to be. And he changed his mindset to like, I gotta be this. I can't just be this.
Yes. It was special, man. It's special. He's a special character. And it's gonna be rare that we get another, like, just thinking about what we have now and what we have had. Are we gonna get another Soma, bro?
No.
I don't think so.
The closest character to Soma that I personally think is Rokuro from Twin Star Exorcist in the manga.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
And I mean, technically, the anime, he's very similar still, but he's not like Soma. He's not like Rokuro in the manga. Rokuro in the manga, way more growth, way more.
You know what? Shinra.
Yeah.
From Fire Force. I think he could be the one, man.
I still think Yukihiro Soma has him beat at the moment, but he's got 4 seasons on him.
Exactly. That's the start of season 1. From what Shinra's went through to where he was at the end of it, I think it's gonna be something big in season 2.
Yeah, I mean, my personal opinion is that I think based off how Fire Force carried itself, that it's very hard to not continue to go up.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for that shit too. Fuck, man. It's gonna be a special year. Also, I didn't finish, like I said on the after story. Go to patreon.com/MikeCheckWaifu. Check out our bonus podcast, the after story, where we just talk about whatever. But I didn't finish Sunday Without God, unfortunately, because I had to watch Tower of God and Gleipnir. Spoilers for those two. Tower of God, bro.
Yes, sir. What about Tower of God? You might have to say this one 3 times too.
That shit like way blew me back, bro.
So that show is fucking amazing.
It's incredible and it looks so good.
Like they really be fucking with your heart.
Yes,
they're like they fuck with your heart. Like,
so why do people hate Rachel? Never mind. Don't even tell me that. People really still hate Rachel, and it's for reasons, right? It's for reasons. Fuck. Okay. Because at first I got it. Like I'm like, okay, she ditched Bond. I'm gonna call him Bam, but she ditched Bond.
I've always called him Bam.
Yeah, and like left him to hanging. Now she ain't got no legs no more.
There's just so much more.
I know.
Fuck. And it's gonna get so much better.
So hard to talk about.
It's gonna get so much better, bro. Like, so we're getting 13 episodes, which is really shitty. Cause this climax is about to be fucking fire.
Cliffhanger as hell.
That's fuck. But it's about to be fucking fire. And then the second season, where it goes after that, is about to be even more. This show, I guarantee you, I think by season 2, at the end of season 2, it'll be worthy of like top 10 anime for sure.
100%. It's definitely on the outside looking in already.
Yeah, season 3, it will. I think after season 2, it'll be in a lot of people's top 5. But I think after season 3, it's like almost like Attack on Titan top 5 kind of guaranteed. You know how like everybody's like Attack on Titan got to be top 5 guaranteed.
Yep.
Like, okay, not ours, but you know, like a lot of people. Almost every list I know has Attack on Titan on there somewhere.
Yep.
But it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be Tower of God got to make your top 5, maybe top 3.
Yep.
So we there.
Interesting.
I 100% agree. But I told you this on After Story. I finished Hitori no Shida, The Outcast, and that anime is actually garbage.
It
shit. Is not.
That clip on Twitter don't do it justice, huh?
That clip on Twitter is the most fire thing about it. And that's like a trailer for season 3. It's not even season 3 is not even out yet. It was supposed to come out on the 24th. And if it is out, it's only streaming in China right now. So it's not out anywhere else legal. But the first season was honestly some of the worst anime I've ever watched. Like the fighting was really well done. Like it felt like legit kung fu. Like it didn't feel like they were like shortchanging us anywhere. Right. Our main character is honestly one of my least favorite main characters, and they're trying to play him up so much. In season 2, there's this giant tournament where he gets this chance to become like technically like the leader of martial arts in China or in the world, basically, right?
Right.
And he's actually strong enough to do it. The one thing I do think that's really cool about him is that his father was this world-renowned martial artist, and he fought off 10 of the world's strongest martial artists by himself. Didn't kill them all, but just like fought them off and was unscathed. Like, you know, he has this Kitaigen style, which no one else knows, only him.
Right.
And the only person he passed it down to was his grandson. But he passed it down to his grandson in a secret manner to where his grandson doesn't even know if he knows it. It's just what he does. So it's like interesting in that aspect, in that regard. Like they have some places that could really draw you in, but they fail to execute on that. Like the execution on it is honestly garbage.
Damn.
Like they're in a tournament. The first fight he has in a tournament, 3 dudes see him and they're like, "Oh, you're the legendary one that everybody keeps talking about. We gonna jump you, basically, right?"
Oh.
And this is it's like cool, but it's not cool at all. It's like, why you do this? Like, you could have gave us a chance, like let us see our character shine.
Right.
He talks to them and he basically says, "Why would I fight all 3 of you? You know, like, I'm legendary and you guys are just 3 people unknown. I'm just gonna sit here and you fight it out and tell me who's the strongest out of all of y'all. And whoever is the strongest out of y'all gets the chance to fight me." They like, you know what? You think I'm not strong enough? You think that I can't beat him? They start fighting each other. It was like, that was interesting, but it was also like stupid.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The one dude finally wins, and he's like, "Look, it would be unfair for me to fight you in this state right now after you just finished fighting 2 others. Meditate with me really quick." So they start meditating. They cross their legs. They start meditating and shit. And our main character gets up, throws his jacket over him, starts stomping him out.
No.
Dead ass serious, bro. And I started laughing. Like, I took it as a comedy, but it was honestly like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever watched in my life.
That sounds awful.
There were some good moments, but honestly, like, it was like, it was way better than Demon Lord Retry, but still like worse than almost everything else.
So the quick rating then, since we're never gonna review it,
like a 6.
Yeah, 60% D.
And I'm still gonna watch it because of the fact that season 3 looks like it's supposed to be fire. Like, I just can't end off on that.
You're committed.
Like, I got to. Yeah. It's like how you watch 100, 200, 300 episodes of Fairy Tale and it was still trash.
200, 300.
I mean, even if it's only 100, it still feel like 300.
Poor Fairy Tale.
But yeah, bro, this show, Hitori no Shida, I cannot recommend it.
Cannot recommend.
I can't recommend it enough. I literally went into this hoping I would love it. Like, I was trying to love it. I was going into this like hoping to put this in my top 10.
Ugh, nah, dog.
It wouldn't make it in my top 20. Top 40, 50.
Nah, dog. Nah.
It's
yeah. So like I said, I was watching Sunday Without God. Don't watch that anime dubbed. It's awful, terrible, horrible. The show is, I don't know. I'm trying to, because Nebe suggested it, so of course I'm gonna give it my all. But man, it's hard. It's been hard to watch. And again, I think it's because the dub. But
like, that's the only thing that's throwing it off, because from what you told me, the concept of it is dope though. Like,
yeah.
What's the concept again?
Okay, so Sunday Without God, it's about a world where, like Sine said in the last episode, a world where God has forsaken its people. 15 years ago, God said, "Hey, I can't." He said something like, it's a whole speech, TLDR, long story short, that there's no room here in heaven anymore. Okay, so, because there's no room, I can't bring you up, which means that if you die, you just come back to life. Now, the thing about coming back to life, and what I think the thing is with coming back to life, is just people lose a piece of themselves. Like, they become less of who they actually are when they die, but they still get to come back to life. There are certain people in the world called gravekeepers, and gravekeepers can essentially bury somebody that has quote unquote died, and they will stay dead. Essentially, they will get casted away to heaven, I assume. I haven't gotten that far in the story yet because I'm on like 4 episodes in, but assuming that that's the only time that people can go to heaven is when they're actually buried by a gravekeeper, and those are few and far between. So our main character goes through this whole little arc of her trying to find her father. Her father, she just happens to run into her father, and something happens. Her father, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it because maybe somebody will want to watch this because it is only 13 episodes. You could throw it on and you can go for it. So I'm not going.
I kind of wanted to watch it though. That's what I'm saying. It's like I saw it. I literally was on Verve and I saw it. And I'm like, I might pick this up just because Polo watching it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it then. But essentially, our main character goes to a town where literally everybody's dead. Like everybody in the entire town is dead. If they find out that she's a gravekeeper, they're essentially going to try whatever they can to kill her, because that entire town literally vanquished every gravekeeper that has ever tried to come and gravekeep that particular town. So they're not having it. They want to survive. So they're going to do whatever they can to do so. There's like a graveyard of gravekeepers, because gravekeepers can sense when somebody has died and they're drawn to that. So because they're drawn to when like dead people, they try to go and bury them or put them to rest. So that's interesting. Our main character, though, she's a half gravekeeper, half human, which I don't know what makes her
probably like an angel. She's probably like an angel.
That's probably right. So it's interesting. I'm gonna finish it and I'm gonna report back next week alongside season 3 of Food Wars, and go from there. Maybe I'll pick back up One Piece again soon too.
I mean, hey, you got some time to breathe on One Piece. You watch so much of that. We'll roll with that.
It's a lot.
So, I'm gonna talk about it more later. But I rewatched Fate Zero from the beginning. Because it deserved it. And I actually 100%, and I'm not going to dive into this too much right here, but I'm going to say, I honestly, and I know people really love Fate Zero, I low-key think Fate Zero is slept on.
No way. Again, one of the ones I've watched is Fate Zero. I think I watched A Fate Stay Night or something like that. And then the Babylonian one that I still didn't finish. Yeah. But Fate Zero is what we'll talk about that. You want to just go ahead?
Talk about it. I just wanted to talk about Fate Zero because when we get there, it's gonna be real.
All right, let's get into this top 10, man.
You want to do that right now?
Let's do that right now. We're 20 minutes into the show. Let's talk about our top 10s, bro.
Okay, let's do it.
How do you want to do it? You want to start 10, go down?
Yeah, let's do 10 down, and then before we say our number one, wait, do we have anyone give us theirs? Nope. Let's you don't have any runners up, do you? Because I don't have any runners up.
No.
All right, let's just go 10 down then.
Okay, so I'm gonna preface this by saying the way I did my list is the same way I did my top 5 list. I shut off my brain and I just thought about the anime that I just love. Okay. Are we alternating between each other?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
Or we can just give our 10 through 6 and then we alternate from.
Well, they already. Okay. What? Yeah.
Because my top 5 changes.
Mine is pretty much the same, but okay. All right, 10 through 6 then. So for me, at number 10, and for reasons I think is obvious, man, world building is huge here. From season 1 all the way to where it is right now, the world building is special. It means so much to me because I'm so enthralled with every character in this show. Some characters more than others, obviously, for, can't everybody get screen time in the show? It's impossible to do. But number 10 for me is SAO. I had to put it there because it kept coming in my mind no matter how many times I thought about just anime. SAO was always popped up. Like, yeah, I like it. I love it. I love the characters. I like Kirito as a character. He's not the best main character, but he's like 3rd or 4th for me. I like his, I don't maybe not his growth because he don't really grow that much, but I like his level-headedness. I just love that part.
I am very surprised that SAO is only 10 on your list.
Yeah.
I honestly I expected it to be like 7.
To be honest, 10 through 6 are pretty fire. And they're pretty interchangeable in a lot of places. Like I'm about to make a switch right now. So I just did it. I just made a switch right now, and I know what I moved. A mental switch. I'm moving 1 up. So something just went from 8 to 7. But I'm gonna go to 9 now. 9 for me is, man, I was going back and I was rewatching scenes of this show, and I'm like, fuck yeah. No, I like another one where I just love his characters and love his world, and nothing can enthrall you like this show has enthralled me, and that's Attack on Titan, number 9. This was on the outside looking into my top 5 for a very long time. But it did make the list at number 9. I do think that it is more impactful than SAO, even though I'm more attached to SAO, if that makes any sense. I'm more attached to SAO, but AOT is more impactful for me because it's beautiful. It's fucking just surreal, and it's gut punching, man. I love it. Love it to death. It's straight fire. Number 7, okay?
Okay.
Number 7 will be Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss to me is so fucking special. After rewatching it and doing that review, I realized like this show, literally, this is one of the shows that I can pull on my tail and I can actually rewatch, because every time I watch it, I find something new in it. And like, this is my second and a half time of rewatching it, because the second time I was going back to it, I stopped halfway through because I'm like, man, this shit is too stressful. I don't feel like doing this right now. And I just never picked it back up again until our review. So, but I can see myself going back again and rewatching this next year just to see if I can see anything different and hopefully have a second season, which somebody on the YouTube comments, shout out to, yeah, I know, right? Shout out to somebody that commented on our YouTube video and said, I'm glad you guys like Mia so much, but there's highly unlikely that season 2 is coming anytime soon because they haven't even finished writing it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that kind of hurt.
It is what it is. We kind of got to roll with it though. Like that's what sucks about being such a fan of a series is that it's not guaranteed to come back. And
oh my god, we got honestly, such a cliffhanger.
I know, bro. Honestly, Made in Abyss is probably one of my most anticipated anime in general. Like, I'm ready for a season 2. Straight up, bro.
You said facts, man. Said facts. And number 7, since Made in Abyss is number 8, it's gonna shock the world, but it's Haikyuu. Haikyuu made my top 10. Another one I could not fucking deny, no matter how many times I try to say, well, maybe that should be there. No, maybe that should be there. No, maybe this should be there. No, there's no fucking way Haikyuu was not going to be here. Haikyuu is number 7. I love this show. It's one of the only shows that had me do almost everything except for cry. It didn't make me cry, but it had me almost do every emotion in just one episode. Like stand up and cheer, get pissed off, get, just all of the above. And say, hell yeah. Taught me so much. Yeah. Taught me so much about volleyball that I never even knew. Like, why would I even want to learn this? But I'm interested in it now. I love the fucking show. I cannot wait until part 2 comes so I can just binge it all, because I am not watching that season where they cut it off halfway. Fuck that.
Absolutely not.
I'll wait. Absolutely not. I'll for sure wait. So Haikyuu at number 7. I love it. I mean, for obvious reasons. And then at number 6, this was when I was deciding, I'm like, man, do I want this to hit my top 5? But I couldn't justify it just yet. I'm going to go for a rewatch soon, but it's Phase Zero. Phase Zero at number 6. Beautiful, man. The characters from everybody that our main character has to go against they're so impactful to the fucking Fate series.
I got details on that.
Yeah, it's you because you watched it recently. I've been watching it in like 2 years.
Let's talk about it right now, though.
Okay, let's do it.
So, and I know this is your top 6. Like, so we know Fate Zero is not going to be in my 10 to 6. So we already know that.
Yeah.
Fate Zero, what they did extremely well is that if you've watched the rest of the Fate series, they literally mention things that are only in the rest of the Fate series. Like Kiritsugu Emiya. We don't even realize that Kiritsugu Emiya, what happens in this version of Fate makes what everything else happens in the future happen, except for Fate Grand Order. Mm-hmm. So Fate Stay Night can only happen because of what happens at the end of Fate Zero.
Yep.
And there's only supposed to be a Holy Grail War every 60 years, but because of what happened in Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night happened. And the characters we see happen there, like Ren and Emiya, they are maybe only a 6-year difference instead of a 60-year difference. Mm-hmm. Like they are doing a whole nother Grail War because of the fact that they failed. We get Waver Velvet, who is in Lord Elmaloy, who takes over as actually Laura Elma. Like, there's just so much in the series that they allude to, like the fact that Gilgamesh, no matter how strong he was in this series, this is actually his weakest form.
Yep.
Because Gilgamesh is supposed to be a caster. He's supposed to have an unlimited amount of magic. He's supposed to have a grimoire in his hand, like
and he
caster.
was bodying people still.
And bodying people, though. Like, literally, who was going to handle Gilgamesh?
Man.
Gilgamesh could end anybody if he truly wanted to. And they did.
He killed my big dude, and I was sick, man. I was sick.
And Iskander is literally people, as you've heard on this podcast several times, he is one of my favorite anime characters of all time. He's tied with Ikki Kurogane. Iskander is literally Alexander the Great. And I was literally talking to my wife today. It was like, yo, I fucking love Iskander.
Yes.
I binged that series in 24 hours, bro.
Jeez, that was a polo binge right there.
I had to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a refresher on that because I just love it.
Yeah. Should I go into my 10 to 6 now?
Yes, let's do it.
I did want to say, should I bring in my top 5 manga list? Because I do have my top 5 manga list. Yeah. I know you don't have a top 5 manga, but I have my top 5 manga.
For sure.
So number 10 for me is Kuroko no Basket. It is a basketball anime, and I think it has some of the best actual characters and like friendships in all of anime.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I wish Polo would watch it. I think he would put this next to Haikyuu.
No, I would not.
Okay. Hajime no Ippo is my number 9.
Wow. Holy shit.
I love Hajime no Ippo.
Number 9?
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be higher?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. I got blown back.
Yeah, I fucking love Hajime no Ippo though. Like, I literally watch this once a year, but I just feel like I can't put it higher than number 9 because there's other things that made a bigger impact on me. But Hajime no Ippo to me feels like I can rewatch it, but there's some that are higher than that I won't rewatch, but they just feel more special to the heart in terms of like the first time watching it.
I see.
But Hajime no Ippo, I love Ippo. Best character development, period. Number 8 is Death Parade. Because I still can't get over Death Parade. I fucking love Death Parade.
What happened to your top 5? I'm baffled. Dude, this whole list is different.
I fucking love Death Parade, bro. Death Parade is goated. Emotionally, I love it. Psychologically, I love it.
Musically, incredible.
Musically, I love it. Story-wise, I love it. Sub and dub, I love it.
Fantastic, yeah.
Artistically, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
They did not drop the ball anywhere.
Nope. Maybe the ending, but
it's the ending, yeah. Yeah. And a lot of that just has to do with the fact that we don't have a season 2.
Exactly. Just like Main Abyss.
Yeah. Number 7 is Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood.
Wow.
I love Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist changed me as a human. And it really, I almost did not put Full Metal Alchemist on this list at all because I felt like it was just too good to be rated. But I feel like in my mind, I have to put it somewhere. I'm putting it at 7 because like it made a very special impact on my life, but it's not like it changed how I think about things in terms of anime and life. But it also is like it's just so pivotal. I could not put it in my top 10.
Equivalent exchange, man. That shit.
Yeah, that's literally my entire aspect on everything.
Yeah.
And number 6 is Erased because how could I not put Erased on my top 10? Holy shit.
Well done, dude.
And you know what's funny is a lot of this isn't like action fighting anime. Erased, Death Parade, Kuroko no Basket. None of those have fighting in them. I mean, there is some fighting in Kuroko, but not like real fighting. They like just stop acting stupid.
Yeah.
But yes. Now,
so I'm shocked. I'm kind of speechless because your list completely changed.
It didn't change that much.
There was like 3 of those that was in your top 5, bro. Kuroko no Basket was in there. Hajime no Ippo was in your top 5. And Death Parade was also in your top 5.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Interesting. Before we go into our top 5, I'm going to go to my check waifu.com just like you should. Okay. You can contact us there. You can write us there. I'm probably start writing on a blog again, just like random anime thoughts and tweeting it out, just because I think that'll be something we should do to get our website, not just posting the podcast, but I digress.
Yeah.
I'm go to our top 5, each of us, what our original top 5 was, starting with Montel. So it's number 5. Okay, so Hajime Ippo wasn't in your top 5. I apologize. But starting number 5, he had Death Parade. Number 4 was ReZero. Number 3 was Kiriko's No Basketball. Number 2 was Chivalry of a Failed Knight. And number 1 was Fate Stay Zero, or Fate series in general, but probably Fate Zero. Polo's top 5 was number 5, My Hero Academia. Number 4, Grimgar. Number 3, Steins Gate. Number 2, ReZero. And number 1, Clannad. So, with that, from episode 1 now to episode 52, let's go into our top 5, bro. You want to go first?
All right, you want me to go straight into it?
Nah, I can go on mine if you want.
All right, because I also have manga.
That's right.
So I can hit the manga, you hit your anime.
You can just throw out your manga right now. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. My top 5 manga right now, My Hero Academia is number 5. I love the manga. I think 100% worth every read. If you don't read it, I'm completely baffled as to why not. Attack on Titan is number 4. Attack on Titan deserves all the hype for its manga. It's actually why Attack on Titan is not in my top 10 anime, because I stopped watching anime because the manga was too fucking good.
Yeah.
Seraph of the End, my number 3, because I love spiritual stuff, as you know, which is basically my next 2. Seraph of the End is, a vampire anime, World of Vampires, a post-apocalyptic, love it. Promise Neverland, holy shit, bro. Where they are right now, this climax is ending. I did not expect it. I love everything about it. I can't imagine. I'm so happy with it at the moment. And if they end it, there's almost no way I could imagine it can end this poorly right now. And then Twin Star Exorcist, obviously number 1 manga.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah, everyone needs to know. Read Twin Star Exorcist. Make them reproduce the anime.
# read Twin Star.
Oh my god.
All right. So I'll just go into my top 5 and then we can go right back into yours. You want to go back and forth?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'll start with my number 5. My number 5 is Astra Lost in Space. Easy. Only thing that really changed is that. But I'm gonna just say it now. Astra Lost in Space is top 5. There's no way it can be anything lower. It could possibly be higher, maybe if I do a rewatch. Because again, I think we've rewatched everything on my top 5, and except for Kuroko, but it's not in your top 5 anymore. So yeah, definitely there for a reason.
So my number 5 is Noragami / Noragami Arigato.
Yes.
Spiritual anime. I love
great
Yato.
Characters.
Yes, I love the characters. And I just, as I just discussed, I love the spiritual aspect. I love that these characters have actual lore behind them before you get to the series.
Yes.
And they expound on that lore in the anime, as well as develop those characters around that lore.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue I have with Noragami is that there's not more. I want 500 episodes.
Easy. I'll take that One Piece treatment for that.
Right, bro.
For sure. My number 4 is Grimgar. Grimgar's staying number 4. Obvious reasons. We just reviewed it. Check out the review episode. I believe I don't know what the episode number is, but I do know it's titled Of Fantasy and Ash. So make sure you guys check that out.
Grimgar deserves number 4.
Yeah, I love Grimgar so much, man. It's such a special show. And the way it did his characters is wonderful. The way it did the whole isekai thing, when isekai was extremely popular and everybody was doing it, it came with something different and fresh and devastating at the same time. So definitely check it out for sure.
My number 4 is Asher Lost in Space. Because how the fuck not?
Yes. Yes.
As we just talked about with Grimgar, the characters are. How could you not do these characters justice? They did them perfectly.
Beginning and end, man.
You love the characters you're supposed to love, and you hate the characters you're supposed to hate, which you technically hate none of them except for the parents. Yeah, good shit.
Yes. Fantastic.
Just read Asher Lost in Space. Watch Asher Lost in Space. Read it if you want to, but watch it. It's perfect as a watch.
Fucking perfect. Subbed or dubbed, both voices are perfectly fine. It's fantastic. Number 3, still there, still going strong. Steins Gate. Steins Gate is special, man. It's so special. If I was just like Tell, and I've watched ReZero first, I will understand why Steins Gate wouldn't be in my top 5. I even still think it'll be in my top 5 even after watching ReZero. But Steins Gate is special, man. Again, it's for us, for my check waifu. Characters are so important to us. Clearly. From listening to us for 52 episodes, if y'all haven't known, characters are so very important to us that the world could be shit, but the characters can carry the entire thing. We have an episode on that too, featuring Black anime. So go check that out.
Yeah. And in Steins Gate, it feels like the characters are actually part of the world. Like they are the world.
Yes.
The development is when the characters develop, the characters change. That changes the world.
Yes.
Literally,
dude. Big time too, man. The way it handles PTSD. It's wonderful.
The disrespect. My number 3 is ReZero. Because holy fucking shit. And I know Polo about to say ReZero his number 2, but just so we can get out the way, ReZero is clearly fucking amazing.
Yes.
I can't say enough.
Yes.
Rim.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
The art style, yes, my number 2 is ReZero. The art style, special. The dread you feel for a main character, Subaru, is appalling, man. If you haven't seen ReZero, please stop what you're doing. The director's cut is now fully live on Verve, so you can watch the full director's cut version, or you can watch the original version, subbed or dubbed. The dubbed is super okay. It's like not great, but it's not bad either. So it's not like you can't tolerate it, but it's still good enough. Like I love Rem's voice in the dub. Like it fucking melts my heart every single time that scene comes up. And you know what scene I'm talking about.
We all know what scene you're talking about. At least those who watched it.
Yes. The first time I seen it in the dub blew me back. It was a thug tear. It wasn't like crying like my number 1, but it was a thug tear. I'm like, damn, bro. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, ReZero's great.
My number 2 was my number 1 a week ago. And then I started watching Fate Zero yesterday. My number 2 is Shariva Night, which was my number 2 last year too.
Yep.
But I absolutely couldn't. I could not. Like, I love this series. Polo knows why I love this series.
Absolutely.
It's not like a spiritual anime like the others I watched, but I just love this one, and I feel like it resonates with me personally. Shariva Night, the main character to me is probably one of my favorite shonen main characters in general.
No Soma, but no.
Yeah, I don't even think this is technically considered a shonen, but he's one of like my favorite shonen-esque main characters in general, and I love his drive. I love that you can't hold him down.
Yeah,
he gonna grind and get his regardless.
Got one of the best episodes of an anime. That episode 11 still resonates, and some of the best romance too. Come on, man.
And literally, that episode 11 was like no fighting. Yep. It was just straight story,
and it was special. It was special. My number 1, again, it's the reason why I watch anime the way I do. It probably would never change ever, but it's Clannad. Clannad is so special to me. Again, it started off with me being just a shonen boy, just a Dragon Ball Z, typical action anime watcher. until I came across on a site that shall not be named this show with these bug-eyed characters, and I was going through the dub list because that's what I used to do, just go through the dub list, and I saw Clannad and it said hot next to it on the site that shall not be named. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, I'll clicked it, started watching it. Episode 1, episode 2. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like this character. His voice acting is dope too. Okay. Oh. And then death just from there. When I tell you
emotional death.
When I tell you, listeners, listen to me. I fucking cry tears. I don't cry tears, bro. I do not cry tears. I cried the everlasting hell out of some tears when I first watched this. It destroyed me. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on? This is what anime is. I didn't even think this was possible. I didn't even think I can have these emotions watching a quote unquote cartoon. At the time, I didn't give it the credit it deserves, and it earned my respect. And the story is still good.
Can I say something about Clannad?
Yeah, for sure.
That show earned my respect too.
Yeah,
like it's 100% worthy. Like I think it's better than like 7 anime on my like. All right, we're gonna say 6 anime on my top 10 list. Yeah. It just won't make my top 10.
Understandable,
because it's not like it don't resonate with me like that. But that show is really good. Like I am not a slice of life guy, but that show, it has those emotions that draw you in and kind of like you'll have a good day, and then it also will rip that good day from you.
Yeah.
Which sometimes you need to get those tears out.
Yeah.
If you have in a moment and you need to get them out, I think that's one of those shows that will get you together.
Especially at the end of After Story, bro. I couldn't.
It's too much for me, man. I'm a father. I can't handle that.
It's a great show. Check it out if you haven't. It's definitely evil, but it's worth it. I think, man, you grow attached to the characters. Like we keep harking on, but it's important, man.
Fuko's the best.
Fuko's the best.
Still.
We'll get into that.
I feel so bad for her.
I know, dude. God, I know. How miserable, dude. Anyway.
What a life. All right. My number 1 is
Fate Zero.
We're talking about Fate motherfucking Zero.
100% understandable, dude.
Right. So like I said before, if Fate Zero sets the precedent for all of the Fate series. Not only is it one of the best animated series that started in 2012, like this show hit hard for the animation. When you link together all the other Fate series, this series makes so much sense. And I'm almost like I remember telling people were like, I don't understand the Fate series, and it's so confusing and this and that. And I get it. It is confusing. But honestly, like when I first started watching the Fate series, I didn't watch it in chronological order. I didn't watch it in order of release. I just started watching the shit. Like whenever I saw Fate, I watch it. Fate Slice of Life, all right, I'm gonna watch it. Fate fighting shit, all right, I'm gonna watch it. Fate Grand Order, I'm gonna watch it. Lord Elmaloy. But look, the beauty of it is that when you've watched the series, right, and the different corresponding parts, and they all come together, everything really makes sense. You realize that, like I said, they're divergent upon the Holy Grail. Everyone's fighting for this Holy Grail to get their ultimate wish, to be granted, not realizing that the Holy Grail will never grant you anything positive. Right. And that's why this divergence continues to happen, where all these negative things start to happen. That's why Fate Grand Order is so important. And the gods are actually fighting against the Holy Grail now, because the Holy Grail is literally causing all of the different realities and all the different worlds to collapse in on each other and cause apocalypse across every timeline.
It's special.
It is an amazing series. Fate itself Fate Zero is just my specific favorite of them. I think Fate Grand Order actually is another really good contender for like the Fate series. Fate Apocrypha. There's just so much great in it.
Man, it's a lot of great. I gotta rewatch it, and we should probably review that too.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I just rewatched it in 24 hours.
Yep. I can try to watch it this week. All right. That's special. What a great list. Let's run through it real quick. Our top 10. Mine start off at number 10, SAO. Number 9, Attack on Titan. Number 8, Made in Abyss. Number 7, Haikyuu. Number 6, Fate Zero. Number 5, Astro Lost in Space. Number 4, Grimgar. Number 3, Steins Gate. Number 2, ReZero. And number 1, Clannad.
And my number 10, starting off at number 10 is Kuroko no Basketball. Number 9, Hajime no Ippo. Number 8, Death Parade. Number 7, Full Metal Alchemist. Number 6, Erased. Number 7, Noragami. Number 4, Astro Lost in Space. Number 3, ReZero. Number 2, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. And number 1, Fate Zero.
Wow, 2. We now have 2 of the same anime in our top 10s. ReZero and Fate.
It was meant to be.
Oh wait, no, 3.
No, ReZero and Astro Lost in Space.
Yeah,
and Fate.
Yeah, so 3. My fault. That's special. It's great. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. 50 minutes into the episode.
Ooh.
And come back with our waifus. That shouldn't go that long, but I do want to talk about that still, and it's okay. It's our year anniversary, so hang with us. We chilling.
Also, like Polo said, our waifus are our recommendation this week.
Yes.
Be prepared.
Be prepared. Be prepared because there's going to be 5 shows that you might have to watch, or maybe 4 or 3, or if we have multiple waifus in the same show. Who knows? We'll see. Let's go into that right after this.
Happiness and paying attention, you don't listen, you be getting, you be spending all your time on their line. You're like
You mean backup? You about to start a fight? Because you're going to be knocking motherfuckers out left and right, bro. You got to support. No, that's your player too.
A support kangaroo. I can't believe that's even a fucking thing. Bro,
it's not a joke, but he had 2 of them, which is the funny part because it was the big one that was like, he went, all right, the big one wasn't necessarily my height. He's a little bit shorter. Mm-hmm. But there was a small one that looked like it could be a support animal, like the size of a dog. He was like maybe 3 feet tall. And the other one was like taller than Monique. And I'm just like, come on, bro. Yeah. Like, that's too much. You walking your support kangaroo around Best Buy. Like, he just out here handing feet and tails to everybody.
That don't make no sense.
And we couldn't kick him out because it's a support animal.
Now, obviously, yeah. So it's against the law. You ready to get this thing cracking?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was in my bag, you know.
That's all right.
All right.
Welcome back to Mic Check Waifu. Oh man, that was great. Anyway, we here to give you something we probably should have gave you during episode 1 too, when we decided to name this thing. Our top 5 waifus, which is also going to be considered our recommendations. Now, these are very special to me because I'm attached to these girls. I love them. They mean the world to me. Okay. Just because of who they are. Like their attitude, like, and the way I look at waifus is their attitude, the way they carry themselves in the show. If they have any character development, that's okay. That's even better too. But, you know, not a lot of them do because they're like mainly support characters. But how they just make you feel when you see them. You know, she's adorable, or, you know, she's great. So let's get into it. We're going to do back and forth for this one too.
I'm cool with that.
I jumped off the top 5 anime, so you go ahead and jump off the top 5 waifus.
My number 1 or number 5, sorry, is actually from Fate Zero. She transcends the Fate series. Her name is Irie. She is the homunculus, the one who was created to basically become a master. I got pictures because you know, I had to be real. She actually becomes one of the best casters, and she's a great healer for the series. But she is number 5 because of how she helps her husband. And even though she knows he's cheating on her, she doesn't care at that moment because all she's doing is trying to fulfill the ideal that he has to save the world. Cheaters don't prosper, but
saving the world do. Oh, 2 different branches.
Saving the world does too, but good women do. Good women do.
True. My number 5 comes from my number 1.
Ooh.
That's Tomoyo. For those of you watching the YouTube version, make sure you guys check the YouTube out, subscribe and everything like that. You can see it in the video version. She's right behind me, Tomoyo from Clannad. She's wonderful. She kicks our most annoying support characters' ass all the time. But I loved her episode where she was the main thing. Like when she,
oh my God,
when she became the main waifu, our main character would wake up, go downstairs. She would be cooking breakfast. She was so sweet and just so friendly. I wanted that to be the end. Yes, I know. She was just so nice and so friendly. Just wonderful. Just wonderful. Wonderful girl. Check her out.
When he lost his job and oh my gosh, she was perfect.
Yep, she took care of him. She was wonderful. So check out Tomoyo on Clannad. She's great.
She deserves to be number 1.
Nah, my number 1 is special.
My number 4 actually was almost my number 1, but I had to I couldn't put her at number 1 because she's new to the list. And I also had to reevaluate myself. But my number 4 is Mayuri from Steins Gate.
That's not Mayuri.
It's not Mayuri.
Kirisu.
Kirisu, yes, Kirisu. Sorry, I fucking love Kirisu.
She's the best, dude. She's incredible, bro.
She made me feel things.
She's awesome.
She was perfect in that series.
She was so smart and strong, dude.
And vulnerable when she needed to be.
Yes.
So,
oh my God.
Kirisu.
Kirisu wow.
is clearly goated in Steins Gate.
Damn, I'm shocked that she's not in my top 5. That's wild.
I'm not shocked she's not in your top 5 because you're not real.
Kirisu was a great one. All right, well, mine's is going to be a little bit different. You might have to look this one up.
Maki say Kirisu.
Maki say Kirisu, yep.
I was thinking Mayuri.
They go by her first name in the show, so I just call her Kirisu. Akino Hajime Akino Hajime from High School D&D. She's the one with she's a brunette, or the black hair, I guess, the black hair with the ponytail. She is wonderful. I love her even killedness. She's not, when she gets shy, it's adorable, you know. She loves our main character just as much as everybody else do in that harem, but she's also super sweet about it, super level-headed about it, I guess. I don't know. She's the one. She's the one I would want in that world if it was me.
Okay.
You know?
All right. I haven't seen High School D&D.
What?
Yeah.
You need to change your life, bro.
Don't wet me.
You need to change your
y'all
life.
might not know this, but we walked to school one day, or was leaving school one day. Can't remember what happened, but Polo yelled "what" so loud, and it almost became like a DJ album intro.
What?
DJ, what kid? That would have been cool. All right.
Yeah, that was wild. That's so funny.
My number 3 is Benio, from Twin Star Exorcist. I love her. She had her evil moment, and then she grew up
she's dope.
and became wifey.
Oh yeah, she's dope.
I love Benio. She literally has some of my favorite actual character growth in terms of like her and Rokuro have some of my favorite character growth in general. They literally just grow the entire series, literally from 12 to 22.
That's fucking wonderful.
That's
amazing. Wonderful. That's special. My number 3 is Rim from ReZero.
She deserves it.
Obviously. I mean, what more can we say about Rim? She's the ride or die, even though Subaru decided not to choose her and chose that Elizabeth chick. That I don't understand why people think she's so special, because she's not. She's special. No.
Everyone chooses Rim.
Everyone chooses Rim. When she expressed her feelings, the way she expressed her feelings, she's a fighter. She's loving. She's caring. She will take care of you no matter what. Oh, she's special. She's special. I love Rim.
Run away with him.
Yes, bro. To go somewhere, wherever, it didn't matter, and live.
She's a real one.
She's a real one for real.
Oh my God, I'm about to cry thinking about it.
I know, same.
My number 2 is from Ash Lost in Space. We have Quittery.
Oh, she grew. Oh, that's crazy, because nobody liked her up until she grew up.
Well, I liked her more as she grew up, or when she became an adult. But I did like her as a kid because of how like she tried to give off this strong presence, but she really wasn't. Like, she was shy. Yeah. And when she tried to act like she wasn't, and she had some really shitty moments, but in terms of appearance and how she acted, I actually kind of liked it. And I feel like, personally, if it was me, I'd have been like, look, I would have handled it like how Zach handled it. I'd be like, yeah, you're not talking to me. But yeah. You're going to be my wife later, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, so it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So this one I had an internal battle with, back and forth and back and forth. There's quite a few that are on the outside of my waifu list, just looking in ever so slightly. And I'm going to just go ahead and throw this out there now. She isn't in my top 5, but she should have been. Hachibana from Fire Force. Like, I love her so much. She should have been in there, but I can't put her in there with these next 2, because these next 2 are just as special. I couldn't even put her at number 5 because it's fucking Tomoyo. So, like, maybe I could have removed Akino, because I haven't seen D&D in probably 3 years. But number 2 for me is Miku from Quintessential Quintuplets.
Ooh.
Miku has been the background on my phone, on my lock screen. So
for how many years?
Checked the YouTube for about 2.5 years. And the background of my home screen. You got it's just a bunch of shit, but yeah, she's the background on my phone. She's been the background on my phone forever. She's wonderful. She's the shy type, super quiet, super timid, very sweet, and her growth in that show from being the standoffish quintuplet to gradually opening up her shell to our main character and trying to find a way to express her feelings for him, and the other sisters start to see it too. It's interesting. It's a great show. Watch Quintessential Quintuplets. If you don't watch anything from this top 5, watch Quintessential Quintuplets. It's worth it.
All right. So before we go to our number 1s, I do have runners up, but I also want to talk about the Facebook post.
Oh, okay.
So on Facebook, I asked everyone, who is your favorite? Which waifus do you like? Who are your favorites? And then also what husbandos you might have, right? Mm-hmm. Husbandos being the male equivalent of waifus. So I put stuff like Boma for waifus, Levi for husbandos, and a whole list like 15. Here are our number 1. Let's not start number 1. Our last place, we got 4 ties for with 2 votes, being Sam from Cannon Busters, Motoko
Wow.
from Ghost in the Shell,
Hmm.
Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop, Boa Hancock from One Piece.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I love her.
Then Yorichi coming in at third place is from obviously Bleach.
Bleach, yep.
And in second place we have both Esdeath. Esdeath being frozen ice chick from Akame ga Kill.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then Levi Ackerman as our only husbando who received any votes at all on the list. And our first place waifu. Did you see this one?
Mm-mm.
Our number one waifu with the most votes being Bulma. Bulma from Dragon Ball. Got the most votes out of any other waifu on this list.
Yeah, no, thank you.
First of all, I'm not gonna judge you.
No, not at all.
I'm not gonna judge you, MCWW fam.
Not at all. We just got to get y'all to watch some more anime.
Let's go.
Please.
I mean, Bulma, if anybody out of that series, it's got to be Bulma.
Really?
Who you like, Chi-Chi?
Yes. Over Bulma.
Over Bulma?
Because listen, I'm not as dumb as Goku, okay? I would have been a better husband for Chi-Chi. And Chi-Chi had them yams, man.
You also wouldn't have been blowing up the world.
Exactly.
And dying every 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Died twice, I think, but still.
No, who's that chick that was with a Master Roshi? The pink / blue hair chick?
The one who transformed?
Yeah.
That's who I would have chosen.
That's probably.
But I can't remember her name.
Rock with too. Me too. Me either.
Yeah, that's who I would have chosen. Because easily, like, you got two chicks in one. One crazy, one cool.
Right.
And I mean, if you just go crazy with her, what's the problem?
Facts.
But there were also some put in the comments, leader team waifu, which I actually let's look that up real quick.
Leader team waifu.
Yeah, we had a.
What number on our waifus are? Oh, we on your number one, right?
Yeah, we about to be on number one.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Can't find it. I don't know who that is. All right, so Christopher Goodwin put Cortana because he did have a Halo anime. We have
Cortana, the AI.
Origa Discordia from a hentai series, which I don't think my wife and I watched that one yet.
No, I don't even know what that is.
And then we have Michiko.
Wait, time out. Who knows the names of a character in a hentai?
I mean, some people do. Isaiah Pika do.
Shout out to Isaiah.
He always a real one, so we gonna roll with him regardless.
Straight up.
We appreciate you.
Straight up. Now I'm about to watch whatever that is because he mentioned it.
Now, I will tell you my personal runners up. One is Rem, and the other one is Bishamon from Noragami. But my number one is my current wallpaper on my phone. It is Arish Gagao.
Yes.
From Fate Grand Order.
Of course.
And I just want to say, when she was first released, before she actually released in the anime, because they didn't even show her for like 2 weeks, they leaked her image from like a trailer or something. And literally every anime page I saw, like that did artwork, was drawing her. Yeah. Like she was literally breaking the anime or like fan art world for a minute. Like literally she was trending on anime. Like it was like anime at Rishkagal. And I was like, where the fuck is she coming from? What series is she from? And then 2 weeks later I found out she's in Fate Grand Order. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. Like, and she is the underworld queen. She is the god of the underworld. She's it. But yeah, I enjoy Irishka. She's the truth. She is super nice and tries to be this ominous presence, but she's not at all. Yeah. She just wants the human world to be happy. She wants to take all the evil from it.
That's pretty dope. I love it. And my number one, I already said who my runner-up was, which Hachibana. I also like Mika. What's her name? Is her name Mika from Fire Force 2? The ogre, quote unquote.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But my number one is obviously Pantsu from Orosuki. Again, between Miku and Pantsu, I was wrestling with the fact that which one of these, and I decided to go with Pantsu being number one because Orosuke is a great romantic comedy. Their art, the way that she's drawn is fantastic. She's drawn to be quote unquote an ugly character because she has on this disguise. And when it's revealed that she's really this girl, Pansy, she's like gorgeous, beautiful, well endowed, I guess, if you will. But she's disguised so that a guy that likes her don't know where she is. So she has like nerd glasses on, her hair is in pigtails, her chest is taped down. But her character is extremely smart. She plots and schemes in ways that is like special to the story. Orosuke is a great romantic comedy that is definitely have you laughing out loud, and it's a good show. It's a real good show with a lot of through lines that is pretty fun. But that's let's run through our top 5 waifus real quick. You want to go ahead and run through first?
Yes. My top 5 waifus being Eri from Fate Zero, Kurisu from Steins Gate, Benio from Twin Star Exorcist, Quittery from Asher Lost in Space, and Arishka Gao from Fate Grand Order.
Yeah. And my top 5 will be Tomoyo from Clannad, Akino from High School D&D. Number 3 was Rem. Number 2, Rem from ReZero, of course. Number 2, Miku from Quintessential Quintuplets. And number 1, Pantsu from Orosuke. Wow. That's hard to do, man. There's so many waifus I could have just mentioned and had.
Can we talk about what else is hard to do?
What?
We made it a whole year on this podcast.
Yes, we did.
And we couldn't have did it without all the listeners.
Facts.
The Facebook group, the Twitter followers, the Instagram followers. We got like Merc the Mayor, right? Merc was only on our Instagram for a minute. He transitioned over to Twitter with us. He hang out with us on Twitter now.
Love him.
Yeah, right. Facebook, we appreciate all you guys. We got some of the Twitter family switch over to Facebook and hang out with us too.
Yeah. What up, Steve?
It's been great, right? It's been a great ride. We hope we want to continue this and
straight up
keep it growing.
We'll maybe do something extra special for the 100. I would love that. I think that'd be great. Maybe do a live waifu on our YouTube or something like that. And that just be YouTube. I think that'd be dope. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. Check the show notes for all of our links, like our Twitters, our YouTubes, our merch store, which we're going to have a special merch shirt coming soon. Maybe even, our anime characters of ourselves too coming soon. You never know. I can't wait. We got a lot of stuff coming up for you guys, though. I hope you guys like it. Obviously, we don't have to do a recap because we already know what we did today. Top 5 waifus, top 10 anime. Share this with your friends. Like, if you guys can share the podcast with your friends, that'll be special. Rate us on iTunes. That helps a lot. And subscribe to the YouTube. I've been at Polo Born Fly on all social media.
And I am at King Teliano on all social media.
You can follow our social medias at Mike Check Waifu on Twitter and at Mike Check Waifu on Instagram. And as always, Mike
check.
Thank y'all.
1 2 1 2.
My sweet waifu.
Is that you?
Waifu.